If you have been thinking about building a barndominium in North Carolina, you are definitely not alone. Whether you're looking outside of Charlotte, near Raleigh, or somewhere in the mountains or lake communities that make North Carolina so special, I talk to people every single week who are somewhere in the process. And let's be honest, North Carolina is a pretty great place for a barndo. Some already own land, others are still looking, and plenty of people are simply trying to figure out where to start. I'm Megan, also known as the Barndo Chick, and if there is one thing that I have learned in over more than 23 years in construction financing, it's this. Most people are not afraid of building a barndo, they're afraid of getting it wrong. Nobody wants to spend money twice. Nobody wants to buy the wrong piece of land, especially when it's the property they've already fallen in love with. And nobody wants to discover halfway through the project that they should have done things a little differently from the beginning. That's where having the right guide makes all the difference. And yes, I did just point at myself because building a barndominium is not difficult when you have a plan. The challenge is knowing which steps to take first and which mistakes to avoid entirely. That's what I help people do every single day. So let me ask you a question. If you are building a barndo, where would you start? The land, the builder, the architectural plans, or maybe the financing? Believe it or not, that is probably one of the most common questions that I get. Now, if you've been spending time online looking at floor plans and dreaming about your future home, that is completely normal. And honestly, that's part of the fun. But before you start spending money on architectural plans, land, engineering, builders, or anything related to that, there are a few conversations that should happen first, and that is exactly where I come in. I've built my own 12,000 square foot barndo. I've built my own traditional home. I've spent enough time developing land, flipping properties, and navigating construction projects to understand where people tend to get tripped up. So when I tell you there's a framework to this process, I'm speaking from personal experience. And the good news, you don't have to figure it all out by yourself. That's my job. From dirt to done, my team and I help clients through the process every single day to help understand how to avoid expensive mistakes and move forward with confidence. One of the most common calls I get is from someone who's already found the perfect piece of land. They are excited. They're sending me the link and pictures. They can already picture the house, where the shop is going to go, and themselves sitting on the back porch sipping coffee. And I get it. It is exciting. Let me ask you something. Have you ever been so excited about something that you stopped looking for reasons that it might not work? Most of us have. It's human nature. Sometimes that property turns out to be absolutely perfect the way that it is. Sometimes there are questions that should have been asked before anybody got emotionally invested. That is exactly why I encourage people to have a conversation earlier in the process. Not because I want to slow anybody down, quite the opposite. I want to help you avoid surprises. The right property can be an incredible opportunity. The wrong property can become a very expensive lesson. And unfortunately, you usually don't know which is which from the online listing. Same thing happens with builders. I can't tell you how many times somebody calls me and says, Megan, I found my builder. And that is fantastic. I love the excitement. But before we start planning the housewarming party with the builder, there are a few things that need to be confirmed first. Most situations are completely manageable when they are addressed early. That really is the theme of this entire process. We're not looking for perfection, preparation. A little planning up front can save a tremendous amount of time, money, and stress later. And let's be honest, most people, they don't wake up one morning and suddenly know how to build a barndo. They just know that they want one. That's the easy part. Figuring out the smartest path to get there, well, that's where having the right team makes all the difference. Whether you're still saving photos online, actively looking for land, talking with builders, or sitting there thinking, I know I want one, I just don't know what the first step is. That's exactly why I'm making this video right now. My job is to help you understand the process, avoid expensive mistakes, and move forward with confidence. If you are considering building a barndominium in North Carolina, go find the link below and tell me a little bit about your project. Whether you're still in the dreaming stage or you're ready to get serious about moving forward, I would love to learn more about what you're planning. It only takes a few minutes. It helps me understand what you're hoping to build, and I genuinely cannot wait to see what you have in mind. If you enjoy content like this, be sure to subscribe. The Barndominium community is one of the most welcoming groups of people you will ever meet. And let's be honest, if you're watching this video, you already know you want a Barndo. I'm Megan, the Barndo Chick, powered by XL Mortgage, and I look forward to helping you take your project from dirt to done.